Hey guys, it's Protendo, and welcome to episode 9 of Show Me Your Moves. In today's video, we'll be taking a look at our third indie character in the series, said character being Madeline from Celeste. For those of you who don't know, Celeste is a game about a young woman named Madeline who impulsively decides to climb the titular Celeste mountain in hopes of getting out of her own head and proving to herself that she can. The only problem is that the mountain's strange properties make it so that she isn't just fighting herself figuratively, but literally as well. Celeste is one of the best 2D platformers I've ever played, and the characters are a huge reason as to why this is, so I knew I had to make sure Madeline got her own episode. Even though she isn't the best character in the game, Theo is just too amazing. So without further ado, let's talk about how Madeline could work in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. One of the reasons why Celeste is such a good game is because of the controls. The platforming feels so tight, and Madeline is an incredibly agile character to control. I wanted to make sure this aspect of Celeste carried over to Smash Bros, so I made Madeline a light and speedy character. Note that she would also be able to wall jump naturally. Making a moveset for Madeline wasn't as hard as I originally thought. She isn't a fighter, but she has enough abilities and power-ups to make her a creative Smash Bros challenger. But something else I made sure not to do was rely too heavily on Madeline, Madeline's pessimistic doppelganger that was given physical form on the mountain. I feel like it would have been really easy to make this moveset boring if every other attack was just Madeline is summoned and delivers a hit. I wanted to make sure that Madeline feels like the character we got to play as in Celeste. So I reserved Madeline for a single move, and you can probably guess which one. Anyways, on to the attacks. Madeline's jab has her deliver 2 weak punches, followed by a swing of her backpack. Contrary to most of the other attacks in her moveset, this move is pretty slow. Her dash attack has her use a less powerful, slower version of what I'm sure you've all guessed will be her side special. Madeline's forward tilt has her grab a pick from her backpack and swipe at the opponent with it. Her up tilt calls upon the blue tutorial bird from Celeste, which then claps its wings above her head. And her down tilt is a simple kick. Madeline's neutral air has her spin a star around herself, one of the many hazards in the farewell chapter of Celeste. Her forward air has her grab her backpack and whack the opponent over the head with it. The move spikes if you sweet spot it. For her back air, Madeline grabs a giant cassette tape and swings it behind herself. Madeline's up air has her use the weird mushroom parachute glider thing from Farewell. The move has a ginormous hitbox for an up air, and even gives Maddie a small amount of vertical distance when she uses it. And for her down air, Madeline uses a dash crystal to hit the foe. The crystal actually stays in the air for a few seconds after the attack, a fact that will become useful once I delve into her specials. Madeline's forward smash summons one of the monsters from the Mirror Temple to charge forward and bash the opponent. Her up smash has her summon a heart and raise it towards the sky, sending the foe flying. And for her down smash, Madeline grabs the crystal that Theo was trapped in the Mirror Temple and slams it onto the ground, Theo delivering a random funny quip while this occurs. Madeline's neutral special is called Berry Chuck. The move has Maddie reach into her backpack to grab a strawberry and speedily throw it at the foe. The strawberries don't do very much damage, but can be thrown in extremely quick succession. Additionally, a winged strawberry has a small chance of being pulled, which flies faster, farther, and does more damage. Now we come to Madeline's side special, her iconic dash. This ability is integral to Celeste's level design and overall feel, so I wanted to make sure it would be an important part of Madeline's Smash moveset. This dash is insanely fast, and has very little startup and end lag, making it incredibly safe. Additionally, the attack can be angled either diagonally up or diagonally down, both of which can be useful in certain scenarios. After using her dash move, Madeline's hair will turn blue, or another color depending on the costume she currently has, which restricts her from using it immediately afterwards. It'll take a very short amount of time to turn back to normal, like a second, but I felt like it was necessary for this to be included so the move isn't constantly spammed. But there's a twist. Remember the down air from earlier? Well, if Madeline dashes into a dash crystal with this move, she instantly regains the ability to dash, allowing her to create some amazing combos. This could also be useful for recovering. Madeline's up special is called Golden Feather. In Celeste, the Golden Feather allows you to have free control over Madeline as she transforms and flies through the air, and it would essentially work the same way in Smash. The move is a little slow, a fault that would leave Maddie vulnerable in the air, but has an insane amount of use before the move ends, allowing for Madeline to make incredible recoveries that would be impossible for most other fighters in the game. Additionally, as long as Maddie's hair isn't blue when the move is started, she can dash out of it, just like she can in Celeste. Madeline's down special is simply called Breathe. If Madeline charges the move for 10 seconds, yes, I'm aware of how long that is, she receives major strength and defense enhancements. The charge can be saved by shielding out of the move. Madeline's grab is pretty normal, she just grabs the opponent with her hand. Her pommel has her repeatedly headbutt the foe. For her forward throw, Madeline summons one of the angry platforms to send the opponent flying. For her back throw, she spins and tosses them away. Madeline's up throw has her bounce the opponent off of a trampoline and send them skyward. And for her down throw, Madeline causes spikes to rise from the floor and throws her opponents into them, doing major damage. And of course, now we come to the final smash, Madeline's most powerful attack. The move is called Madeline. Yeah, I couldn't keep her benched for the entire moveset. Madeline merges with Madeline to become her pink-haired, more powerful self. This then starts a cutscene where the two continuously dash through the opponents before knocking them into the sky. Madeline then throws Maddie into the air like we see her do when they're scaling the mountain, so she can deliver the final blow. Madeline's ledge attack is a simple roll to get back on stage. Her get-up attack causes strawberries to rise up from the ground on both sides. Madeline's side taunt has Theo appear and take a selfie with her. Her up taunt causes the blue bird to land on her shoulder before flying away. And her down taunt has Madeline appear next to her, urging her to fight on. Madeline's first victory screen has her bake a strawberry pie and show the screen as her name appears. Her second victory screen has her climb up a wall to grab a golden strawberry before flipping to the ground, securing it. And her third victory screen has Theo appear behind her, capturing pictures from a bunch of different angles. Madeline's stage entrance has her ride in on one of the traffic light blocks from the first chapter. Madeline's alternate costumes reference various characters and items from Celeste. And obviously, I had to make a Madeline costume because it was just too perfect. Although I certainly wouldn't say no to an Echo Fighter. Madeline's stage could be nothing else but Celeste Mountain itself. This might not be super realistic, but come on, I made a moveset for Reggie. I think I threw realism out the window a long time ago. It would move between different areas in the game like the old sites, Mr. Oshiro's hotel, and the Mirror Temple, and would change its layout every time. Honestly, seeing these locations from the game remastered in 3D would just be incredible. Celeste has an incredible soundtrack, but a lot of its tracks are really slow and or long. So I had to give most of the tracks I chose the remix treatment. I ended up choosing 10 music tracks out of the game's 44. I think the ones I chose are some of the most memorable and beautiful tracks from Celeste, so I hope you guys agree with my selection. But anyways, that's about it for this episode of Show Me Your Moves. What do you guys think? Would Madeline be a cool character to see join Smash Ultimate's roster? If so, what changes would you make to my moveset? Let me know in the comments below. Protendo, out.